Hey guys, I guess this would be vlog number 8, huh? Just posted up in a hotel room, been here. This is the second night, we'll be out in the morning. We possibly have a place to go to tomorrow. Don't really want to tell people where, I suppose. Um, in fact, we're not even sure exactly, but it's like northeast of Indy. Someone, that I know says they have a place we could stay for a little bit. Of either a few days or a few weeks, depending on. It's completely up to their roommate. So, it's whenever I figure it, whenever I know, figure things out from there. And in that same area, another friend is saying they have a car that we could use. So that's nice. Um, it's also an area much cheaper to live in general too. So we'll see how things go. Um, it sucks losing the Ford. I hate it. I wish whatever happened never happened. All we had to do was get that stupid battery replaced. First thing I should have done as soon as I noticed it didn't want to start, after I got it jumped, should have went to AutoZone, got that battery replaced. Um, and then we would have been hunky dory. I even asked the shop if the faulty battery, like the loose negative terminal, would be the cause of the phantom drain, and they viciously shook their head and was like, "Yeah, definitely would cause that." And I was like, "God damn it!" So I had a very easily fixable problem, could have been fixed for literally free, and instead it cost me $100 diagnostic. So instead of getting 600 for the car, I only got 500 because the car was just not really worth repairing at that point. And to add insult to injury, after I already sold it, Joel comes up and says, "Oh, I was going to give you 1,500 for that car because I could sell it for 3,000." Joel, you knew I couldn't afford the $1,000 um, repair. Why didn't you say right then and there that you're just going to buy it from me for 1,500? I could have had it towed to your place, no problem. Why didn't you do that? I would love the 1,500 right now. I could use 1,000 of that for a car literally today. I actually found a place that, with my credit rating and everything right now, they could get me a pretty decent little car for 1,000 down. It would be nice to have that money right now, huh? So basically, the goal for the next several days or weeks is to either do odd jobs or get a temporary job somewhere, or heck, even a full time job for all I know, and try to accrue $1,000 for a down payment on a car. Or might get lucky where we're going at a buy here pay here place down there or something. I don't know. I don't really know what to do at this point. I've never been this rock bottom before. This is just, it's awful. When I've been without a home, I had my car. When I've been without a car, I had a home. Being without both at the same time has never happened before. It's been, I wouldn't say a miserable experience. It's just been a weird experience. That entire last week was one entire long day for me. Like the entire last week was one stretched out day with a few breaks in between where I basically just pass out. That's just how it's been. It's nice to sleep in a bed right now, but I feel like I have a sore on my left side from sleeping on that hard stuff. Like, side of the road that I basically slept on, I think left me a bruise. I am that physically frail, I guess. But yeah, I don't really know what to say or do or anything. Never been in a situation before, and it shows. don't really have the street smarts, and I know that. Heck, I don't even have the regular smarts anymore, it seems. Otherwise, I could have figured out that the problem was probably just the battery. I was like, oh, I used up one of my 4 Uber emergency roadside assistance uses. I don't want to use up a second one just to get it jumped right now. I should have I should have bit the bullet and done it because I had to spend one of it anyway to get the car towed. On top of the fact that I used one anyway to just see maybe if them jumping it wasn't quite enough. Uh, but he basically told me that there was nothing he could do. So instead of just using 2 uses and been on my way, I used 3 of my 4 uses. Talk about pulling a double stupid and shooting myself in the foot. Pow! I just don't know. I sound like a broken record, and honestly, I'm just broken. Ain't that a record? So just been kind of enjoying the last couple of days, having a vacation from the street. Liz has been feeling better since we've been here. She was pretty sick.
I'm still sick.
Yeah, but you're not doing the Hershey squirts every 2 hours.
Yeah, but my cold went from my sinuses into my chest, and it's hard to breathe.
It's still better than what you were doing. Like you
Not
were.
much, but whatever.
Also, you look less pale. That's the good thing. Like you were getting pale. If you spent a few more days out on the street, you probably would have died, or at least been sent to the hospital. One or the other. I mean, I kept asking if you want to go to the hospital. I kept asking. I mean, hopefully we find out soon about where we're going, and I hope things work out from there. Things could only really go up from here. Can't really fall flatter on our face than we already have. We'll look like one of the administrator race people from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Literally born and somehow evolved on a planet where just having a thought causes a creature to smack your face. I bet that's how they became intelligent enough to figure out space travel because the first thing they wanted to do was get off that damn planet. I wouldn't blame them. But, like, if it was a whole community effort of reaching the stars, they found a way. And probably weren't very smart about anything else. Weren't really able to probably develop anything except, how to basically muster together a workforce and get off the damn rock. That's causing them to, every time they have an idea, just to get smacked in the face by a sand shovel. Anyway, I did actually. So here's something fun. I watched the movie. What was it called again?
What?
What was that movie we just watched?
Idiocracy?
Yeah, Idiocracy. God damn. When people say that we're living in an idiocracy right now, the parallels are very obvious.
But it has electrolytes.
It has electrolytes. Using Gatorade to water the crops. How stupid are... Wait, never mind. The person with a very average IQ and average across the board, literally Mr. Average Joe, whose name is literally Joe,
Who's the smartest person on Earth?
was the smartest person in history because of how fucking dumb everybody got. That probably the smartest person in the last over 100 years, since they obviously have no historians anymore, and the only scientists there are basically, how do we make dick bigger? Ay, God. I'm surprised the air wasn't toxic.
It was dusty, remember?
That was from crop fields being covered in salt,
Yeah.
which obviously killed the plant life, and them being sprayed with water made the plants grow again because it washed away all the salt.
Like dirt.
Because, I mean, technically, could you water plants with Gatorade? Yep. But it was the continued use of it, all the salts, which is the electrolytes, is literally just salts. I think it's technically iodine salt.
I don't know.
It's basically charged salt. It's
Anyway.
right. Um, I forget exactly what electrolytes do. It's something to do about oxygen in your bloodstream or something.
That's to do with hydration, goofball.
Or it's cooling down. I forget. I've heard conflicted. Electrolytes are kind of more of a buzzword than they are a literal thing. But anyway, so what I was saying is that the salts in the Gatorade were covering the ground and preventing freaking crop growth because they didn't even know what they were preaching. They were simply, literally verbatim spewing ad drivel. Like half of their education is slogans. Like, they became such corporate shills that they just couldn't think for themselves whatsoever. That's actually happening right now. Like, especially with AI, like, AI causing people to not think for themselves. Like, I myself, I've become kind of dependent on, like, what Grok says or other AI tools to do some things for me because it's easier. Although, to be fair, the old way we did things was basically Google. And the problem with Google is that it's kind of been bad recently. Sponsored links being like the top 10 links, half of them being scams. And on top of that, um, you know, Google's own AI thing, which is not exactly accurate or dependable. So, yeah. I padded out that time nicely. 12 and a half minutes. Okay. Anyway. Uh, be seeing you probably later on with an update when, I figure out how things are going. Good night.